Walkaround family, welcome back to another video. Today we have a 2024 Honda Prologue and Snowfall Pearl. This is a Touring with a black interior. This model is all-wheel drive. The Touring is available in a front-wheel drive configuration as well. Below the Touring, you do have the EX, which is the base model, Touring, and above this you have the Elite. The Elite will be all-wheel drive only, which means it has a dual motor. You get the all-wheel drive, you get dual motors, front-wheel drive, single motor, same thing with the EX. So we're gonna start off with the front fascia of the Prologue, because this is full electric. You plug it in, you charge it, no engine at all is in this guy. If you're familiar with the newer Honda design style, especially with the headlights, this is gonna look very familiar. You have LED low beam, LED high beam in the middle, LED daytime running lights, and your turn signals up above. The Touring will give you LED fog lights. The EX don't have that available. You have more gloss black down here. I think the EX, this is all flat black. Silver piece to kind of break up some of the coloring and the bumper, and you have more gloss black above. This grille, technically it's a grille. It'll let in air, because this is not a grille at all. There's no opening at all. You have the Honda emblem up front, and I like that Honda went with the old school H that they used to have in like the older Hondas. That's a nice touch to have. Overall, the Honda Prologue has a nice wide and low planted stance. Actually, let's take a look at the side. I think it's 7 inches longer than the CRV and 3 inches longer than the Passport. So the wheelbase is actually super long. And if you know, this is a collaboration with GM. So this is very similar to the Blazer and the Cadillac Lyriq, and of course the Acura ZDX. Now the Tourings are going to give you 19s, and the EX will give you 19s as well, but the style is just different on the EX versus the Touring. And actually on the EX, if you go with all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, it'll have two slight different designs as well. You do have the gloss black following the front bumper all around the Prologue. The EX, that'll be flat black as well. Because this is a electric hybrid SUV, you do have your charge door here, and it has two different chargers you can use. So you can either use the, I believe it's the CCS fast charging, or the J1772 level 2 charging as well. So you can use both. Honda is going over to the Tesla charging system that everyone else is actually going over pretty soon. So right now you have the two combination. Right now the door is not power, it's manual. Just push in to unlock it or push in to close it. So let's take a look at the side profile, and you can see it's a long wheelbase SUV. Like I was saying, it has a sloping roof line up there, give you HRV, Range Rover Evoque vibes. The Touring will give you roof rails up above. The EX does not give you roof rails. The Elite will also have roof rails as well. They are gloss black. The whole mirror is gloss black. Honda usually have the half gloss black or half flat black, but the whole thing is gloss black. LED turn signals is integrated on the side mirrors, and blind spot monitoring is standard on all of the Prologues as well. And just taking a look, you don't really have too much belt lines. You do have this one little crease that goes across the whole side, but that's pretty much it. Honda was going for a more simple, I think they call this a neo rugged design, where it doesn't look like an EV. You don't even know it's an EV from looking at it, and it's for people that don't want an in-your-face type of design. Coming along to the rear, like I said, gives off very HRE Range Rover Evoque vibes in my opinion. You do have a shark fin style antenna up above. Of course the design is a little bit different than traditional Honda. It is body colored. You do have a window spoiler with a LED third brake light, exposed wiper. Look how small this wiper is. You have a little baby wiper. This black glass is a little small. Now you don't have a Honda emblem back here. Honda actually spells out Honda, and I think that's something they're gonna do with most of their EVs or hybrids from now on. I could be mistaken. You usually get a combination tail light, but on the Prologue, it is full LED. Is the turn signals LED? I know the brake lights are LED. I believe the turn signals are LED, I'm not too sure. And your reverse lights, they look like they are. And I know your license plate lights are LED as well. And you do have this gloss black finish. You do have Prologue and chrome, Touring and chrome. And you do have your E badge. I believe the E is for either for electric or zero emissions. Don't quote me on that. And then all-wheel drive is in chrome as well. And then your rear bumper is gloss black. On the EX, that'll be flat black. And you have some silver to kind of break it up a little bit. No exposed exhaust, because this is a full electric SUV. There's no exhaust at all. Also on the wheel, I forgot to mention, you do get 6 lug nuts. Usually Hondas have 5, but you get 6 because of the platform it's on. You know, here is the key design for the Prologue. You can see the key is a different design than what Honda is having right now, most of their vehicles. You have lock, unlock, you have remote start, you have a power trunk that's standard on the Touring. The EX will give you a manual trunk and a panic button, and you also have a key fob a key in the key fob for emergency. That's why you have this little piece right here you can slide off to open the door. Now it does have smart entry, and the smart entry is different on the Prologue. Usually on Hondas, you put your hand in the door handle, it'll unlock for you. There's no sensor in the back of the door handle. You push this button right here to lock it, or you push it to unlock it. Also, it's on the rear doors as well, so it's not just the driver and passenger door. So let's open this guy up, and this is the black interior. The black interior will give you a combination of gray and black. And you can see on the door handles over here, you do get memory seats. That's also standard on the Touring, not on the EX. You have 2-position memory seats, and this will let you out, which is nice. And you can set it there. You have a aluminum style door handle. This is slightly soft touch, but it's soft touch. This is soft touch as well, where you rest your your elbow, soft touch. Get some piano black here around the window controls. And they're auto, all 4 of them are auto down, but the rear windows, you have to hold it to go up. So kind of weird, but the front windows are auto down and up. But that's because of this chassis, of course. So you have your power window controls as well. If you want to lock the windows, that's going to be in the screen. You don't have a button to lock the windows up here. You have some storage down in there, little cup holder in there. You do have a power driver seat. So you'll see you have forward, you have back, you have up, you have down, and you have forward and back here. And I believe you have up and down here as well too. You can raise and lower the thigh portion, and you have a 2-way lumbar support. On the passenger side, it will also be power, so you have forward and back. You can also raise the seat up and down. Most Hondas usually don't have that. Usually that's for Acura, but for the Prologue, based on the chassis, you can go up and down on the passenger seat. So I'm sure so many people will appreciate that. And then forward back on the seating itself. So let's get in the Prologue. Sun is cooking me right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and foot on brake, push the button back here to fully turn it on, get some air going on in here. If you have owned Honda in the past and you have had a few Honda, this interior is going to be completely different than what you're used to. Let's start off on the left side of the steering wheel. You do have some piano black over here with an air vent, the parking brake on and off. You do have your lane keep assist, auto hold, which is like a brake hold, and your dimmer switch there. To pop the hood, you have your lever down there, and you do pull it twice to bypass the latch. You have a dead pedal down here, brake and gas. It's all pretty simple. Let's take a look at the steering wheel. The steering wheel is leather wrapped. That's also something you get when you go up to a Touring versus the EX, and it is a lot thicker than you'll be used to, especially if you're used to Honda. You have the old school Honda logo right there in the middle. Now the left side is going to have most of your cruise control settings and some of your Honda sensing features. So for example, you have, I believe that's like a cancel, you have cruise on and off, resume and set with these toggles, and then you adjust the distance for your adaptive cruise control with this toggle, and you have 3 different distances instead of 4, which you usually have with Honda sensing. On the right side, you're gonna have some shortcuts. So you have voice command, I'm about to say voice control, voice command. You have a shortcut for your sources. So you click that guy, you can choose AM, FM, Sirius, USB, news, podcasts, whichever you like. You do have answer and hang up toggle here, and there's a check because you push this one in to select different options that you're looking at. You also have a customizable screen display here, so this button will switch between 3 different screens. So you have the screen I'm on, you can pull up the map on the screen, and I believe this is an 11-inch driver screen as well. So super wide, give you a lot of information, and that's actually Google Maps because every Prologue have Google built in. So you have Google Maps, Google Play Store, and Google Assistant, but we'll get to that in a second. If you hit this guy again, you also will view another screen where we'll show you your distances for adaptive cruise control, what audio you're listening to, and speedometer, safety features, and all that good stuff as well. So a little customizable, and you can change tire pressure to view something else if you wanted to. You can do that from the main screen. Now you have some switches back here behind the steering wheel. Usually this will be your headlight control, but on the Prologue, these 2 are for your wipers. So you move this guy for the wiper in the back. You can see the little baby wiper going off back there. And then this is gonna be for your front wipers. And then this guy right here, if you push that in, that's gonna spray water to clean the front windshield. And of course your turn signals and high beam. For your headlight controls is all on the screen now. So let's go on here real fast and we head back to the steering wheel. We're gonna stay in demo mode because we're not registering. So when you're on your, this is 11.3 inch, I believe, touchscreen display. So on this guy, you have a little light button up here, and we push that guy. You can either have off, auto, parking, or on for your headlights. So you have some headlight controls over there. I forgot what you call this. It's like a gear lever, shift lever type of thing. So yeah, so you don't have a shifter or push buttons like we have in traditional Hondas. It'll be on the column. So you hold the brakes and then you either pull it towards you, go up for reverse, pull it towards you, go down for drive, or pull it towards you just for neutral, and then you push in for park. So a little bit different there, but because you have the column, then you free up some space here in your center console. Coming back along to your touchscreen display here, so the only physical button you have is a volume knob and a power for your audio. Everything else is on the screen, but this setup is very simple and easy to use. So you have your home screen there, which will show all your apps here. You have this customizable screen where you can either have the maps on one side and have phone settings or all different. Actually, let me show you what you can put on here. So audio, Google Assistant, and Trip. So no phone settings. What am I talking about? But you can customize that, and then on this side you can either have the navigation, audio, and tire pressure, which is cool. You do have a dedicated music tab as well, so you can see you have AM, FM, satellite radio, Bluetooth, Google News, USB, and Google Podcasts. And since this has Google built in, you have Google Maps. So let me actually go through these settings real fast. And this will look exactly how it'll look on your computer or on your phone. But look how, fast and easy it is. Like, it's very intuitive. I mean, it's just like on your computer. Pretty cool to have that guy. Above that, you do have smartphone because you do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it is wireless. Or you can just pair your phone to Bluetooth that you see there. Now, the Apple CarPlay won't take up the whole screen. I think it only takes up to like this part right there, but it's cool that Honda will give that to you. And with some of the shortcuts up here, so you do have a notification bar up here, and this will tell you if you have any updates or what's going on. And the headlights, which is there, like I showed you guys earlier, but you do have one more right here, which is for your one pedal driving. So if you tap it, I think I just turned it on. So yeah, you can either have normal or off, and that's it. But if you go to set level, it will bring you into the whole menu where you can put it to high. Now, I haven't driven on high before because normal is very aggressive with one pedal driving, so I don't know what a high is gonna be. But I'm gonna leave it on off so that way it just coasts like a normal vehicle. But you do have shortcuts to get into the screen, so we're actually gonna get out of there and go back home. And then from here, you have different options. You have vehicle status, show you kind of what's going on, tire pressure, energy information, trip computer, and you can tap each tire and it'll tell you what the tire pressure is on each tire, which is cool. And because you have Google built in, you have Google Assistant, so you can do things like, hey Google, turn on my heated seats. So I can catch on fire if I wanted to. Hey Google, turn off my heated seats.
All right, turning off the seat heater for the driver.
And you can do things like open my garage, change the temperature, all types of things with using Hey Google. It's a cool thing to have. And because also since you have Google built in, you have the Play Store. So from the Play Store, you can sign into your account and download different apps from the Play Store, which is cool. And they're slowly releasing more apps. Charging will show you kind of your next charging. If you use Honda Link app, you can schedule your next charging. You can see what's going on. Honda recommend you charge your Prologue up to 80%, unless you're going on a long road trip. Then charge up to 100%. But if you just drive around town, they recommend 80% only because this vehicle has regenerative braking, and they want to have some space left for the energy that's going back to the battery if you're using regenerative braking. So that's when you hit the brakes, you charge the battery, or behind the steering wheel. Actually, I forgot to mention this button right here. You have this regenerative braking button right here. If you hold this, it's going to slow down the Prologue and use that energy to charge the battery much faster as well. Also, you're probably wondering where's volume control. Because this is on the GM platform, the volume control is actually back here. So there's like a button. So I can show you guys. So right here, you have your plus and minus volume key. You have your settings, and here is where you can kind of customize your Prologue to how you want it. So for example, if we do vehicle, You have valet mode. Look at teen driver. That's cool. Buckle to drive. So this is on right now. Whenever you get into your Prologue, it won't let you put in the drive unless you put your seatbelt on. You can go in here and turn that feature off, but that's something new. I wasn't really used to that. And all types of things you can change. Look at that, power door locks, remote lock, unlock, stored, unlock and start. Stored. What am I talking about? Transport mode. So all types of things you can customize your Prologue. I'm not gonna go through all these menus because there's a lot of options in there, but we're gonna get out of there. You do have ambient lighting on the Touring. That's something you don't have on the EX. What's interesting though is that the EX have an ambient lighting button just like this one, but when you go to it, there's no colors. So I'm assuming it doesn't have ambient lighting, they just have the button there. I'm not too sure, but you can choose what color you want in the brightness, which is nice. And it's cool that it's customizable because Honda usually give you one color and that's it. They don't let you customize the ambient lighting. And then you have your climate control button here, airflow, sync on and off, AC on and off. There's a heat button, so if you want heat, you have to hit turn heat on or turn heat off, which is interesting. On and off. And it is dual zone climate control as well. So a lot of new things that I'm not used to, especially in the Hondas that I'm getting used to in the Prologue. You have the built-in Wi-Fi hotspot. That's also a Touring feature. EX don't have that. And then you have audio, maps, phone, and some of those were the controls over here. Honda Link plus OnStar is unique to the Prologue, where you have your Honda Link, you're able to lock, unlock your vehicle, start it up, things like that from your phone, but now it's connected with OnStar. And then you have Google Podcasts. Very easy UI, real simple. You're probably mostly going to use an Apple CarPlay, Android Auto Pair, or the Google Maps, but real simple. A lot different than Honda's Link system. And Honda Link system is still fine too and easy to maneuver. It's cool that for the Prologue, you can still go through your settings and you don't really got to search for too many things. The headlight control might be a learning curve for some people, but it will set to auto by default, so you may not even need to mess with your headlights. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put the Prologue in reverse so you guys can see the back of the camera. So you gotta get used to this gear selector, shifter, level selector, whatever it's called. Now you don't have Honda's multi-link backup camera that you usually have on a CRV and Accord and most of the Honda products where you have a wide angle, top down, and a normal view. Well, this one you have one view and that's pretty much it. You can turn the guidelines on and off. That's pretty much it. If you go up to the Elite will give you the 360 bird's eye view, but the EX and Touring will give you a standard one view backup camera. Now, taking a look below the touchscreen, you have your air vent, which is traditional. The design is almost kind of like the new Honda Civic, Accord, CRV design. Very similar, but still different. And they still give you physical knobs for your HVAC, your climate control, which is nice. Most hybrids and EVs and most cars nowadays throwing everything on the screen. You don't really get physical buttons anymore. So you do have low, you have auto, you do have your front defrost, rear defrost, 3-level heated seats. If you want ventilated front seats, you need to get up to an Elite EX and Touring only have heated in the front. But here's different modes, fan speed, air circulation on. We've made a change of scenery, so we're actually in the showroom now. This Prologue, this Touring is in the showroom. But pretty much where I was up to, my phone did die, and that was like a few days ago. So I was pretty much showing you guys how you have physical climate control buttons. So AC on and off, you have air circulation, you have a dedicated heat button as well, and then heated seats, 3 different levels for the passenger seat. And what's cool with also the knob over here for passenger's temperature, or you can control both sides. What's cool with electric vehicles is I'm inside and I have it on right now because we don't have to worry about exhaust. Also, since we're inside, you can see some ambient lighting going on down here, which is actually a nice touch. Now, you do have 2 USB-Cs. You can plug in for charging. I'm not sure if this has wired Apple CarPlay and wired Android Auto. I would assume so, but I know it's at least wireless. And you do have a power outlet here. It's also lit up because the Prologue probably thinks it's nighttime right now. And you do have this pad here. You would assume that this is a wireless phone charging pad. Huge, you can fit 2 smartphones with ease, but it's not a wireless phone charging pad. Cup holders down below, which I think they're the same size. No, actually, this is smaller and this is bigger. Or they might be the same size. I don't know. Could be throwing me off. But decent size. You can fit bigger cups in there. Here is your wireless phone charging pad. And it's actually more of a pocket style. Like you drop your phone in there and the phone is kind of like this. It's sticking out and it will charge your phone. Don't put your don't put money and keys in there. It's crazy that they have to put that as a label. Now the armrest is super long, so driver and passenger can share this with ease. It is soft touch, more with the orange stitch. And because the Prologue is inside, you can see more of that gray with black, or with the gray interior. Actually, I really like this color combination. And in here, you don't have any plugins, just storage. Come along to the glove box. It is lockable. And let's see if it's damp. And this is damp, so it'll open for you, but it's not lined with felt. But it is a bin style, which is nice. And come along above the touchscreen display, you do have your rear view mirror, and it is auto dimming. Looks like I don't see any buttons for home link, but I could have sworn I seen a feature in there saying that home link is an option. I'm not too sure of that. But above that, you do have your additional features up here. So you have OnStar, you have SOS, so emergency, your hazard. And this is actually a blank button because Honda didn't borrow this feature from GM. And above that, you do have your map lights. So you can see the LED. So they kind of fade in, fade out. Actually, I like that effect. It's pretty cool. Then you have your moonroof controls up here. This is for the shade itself. So I'll open that guy up. So remember on the Touring, starting on the Touring, you do get the bigger panoramic moonroof. And this is the biggest panoramic moonroof Honda's ever had. So Honda says. And this portion right here will open. That stays a glass, but you can see it goes all, actually it's pretty long. It's actually pretty long glass back there. And then the left one will slide in, this will tilt it. So if we tilt it, you can see it'll tilt just a smidge. And then if we slide it, it'll open all the way and actually goes over and up, which is a nice feature. But we're going to close this up. If I didn't mention this already, you do have the Bose sound system, which is standard on Touring and Elite. Take a look at your visors as well. They feel pretty thin to me, but you do get a mirror with lighting, and look like that is LED. I think I did an EX and I couldn't tell what type of lighting was in the mirror. I wonder if it's the same thing as this, but in person it is more LED like. It's kind of like a daylight type of bulb. Not too sure, but you do have that. So we're gonna jump out of here and look at the second row and see what's going on back there. We made it to the back row. You can see how wide the rear doors open. Not too wide, not like a CRV, but open up a decent enough. So on the door here, it is hard touch, soft touch down here, soft touch where you rest your elbow. You do have a control here. And I always like this type of material looking door handles. Honda usually have that. It's like an aluminum look. I don't know if this, I don't think it's real aluminum. It's probably the same material. You do have a tweeter in the door, and you do have a cup holder there, another speaker as well. Actually, I'm gonna open this up so you guys can see it in the light, what it looked like. So it's gray right there, and more hard touch down there. Now behind the driver, you do get a mat pocket, and you do get one behind the passenger as well. And in your center console here, you do get an ear vent with a slight storage. Okay, it's actually decent size in there. And then you do get two USB-C ports right here in the center console. There's a slight, actually you probably won't even notice it. It's like a very slight hump back here, but you're really not gonna notice it if I didn't mention it. And let's take a look at the armrest here. So you do get one with cup holders, soft to the touch as well. I actually really like how this looks. The rear seat do recline. You do have one adjustment. Well, you have two adjustments. So you have back and up forward as well. Also, if you have a car seat, booster seat, anything like that, easy to access the tether points, which are nice. I mean, they're right there in your face. You can't miss them. But overall, sitting back here, plenty of leg room because of the longer wheelbase that are on the Prologues. Like I said, it's longer than the Passport's wheelbase. Your rear passengers will get a lot of leg room. You may lose a little headroom if you're taller because of that slopey, slanty type roof. But if you're like under 6 foot, your head is not going to touch the ceiling. You should be fine. Let me show you guys the cockpit again. Now we get the panoramic moonroof open. Very simple design, and that's what Honda was going for with the Prologue. They wanted it to be simple, not too in your face, but not too boring either. But let's jump out of here and take a look at the trunk. All right, you do get a power tailgate on the Touring. If you get an EX, it will be manual. LED cargo lights. You do have a power outlet back here as well. And these seats do fold down forward, so I don't think I did that on the EX. Oh, they're like spring loaded. Okay, so it drops down automatically for you when you pull the tab. It's like a hydraulic system. This one does have the cargo tray that you can add to yours, but it will come with the traditional carpet. And then under here, you got some additional storage. You do have your fixed flat kit, front license plate bracket, tow hook. Depending on what package you choose with your charger, you can actually strap the charger down in here as well. But there's no spare tire on the Prolouge, but super simple storage back here. And you just push the button up there, that guy will close. All right, so we made it to the trim walk for the 24 Honda Prolouge. Now we are doing the touring. If you missed my EX video, make sure you go check that out. I'm sure I linked it in the video already. So jumping into the touring is gonna give you everything the EX got. And what's gonna add is a Bose premium sound system, 12 speaker, including subwoofer, so better sound system, power panoramic moonroof, leather trim seats, leather wrapped steering wheel. The driver's seat is an 8-way power adjustment with lumbar, which is a two position. The lumbar is a in and out, but you do get 2-position memory. And the front passenger seat is a 6-way power adjustment, which that might be a game changer because a lot of people complain that Hondas don't have adjustable passenger seats that go up and down. You can do it on the Prolouge. LED instrument panel illumination, automatic dimming rear view mirror. Okay, so it is automatic dimming. Front and rear parking assist. The EX will give you rear parking assist, but not in the front. So you get both on the touring. You get a power tailgate, so hands-free access tailgate. Welcome light, rear bumper kick sensor. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So I didn't show this off in the video because I didn't even know this one even had it. So this has the hands-free tailgate, and in the back of the Prolouge, it'll shine a light down on the ground where you should kick to open and close it, which is a cool feature. Gloss black roof rails, because EX don't have roof rails. LED fog lights, and that's pretty much it. So let's jump in and let's go build one. Like I said, you got 3 of them. EX Touring Elite. We're going to build a Touring. You do have the option to get all-wheel drive or two-wheel drive, which is single motor or dual motor. So single motor, let's jump into this real fast. So you're looking at 212 horsepower, 236 foot-pound of torque, 296 mile EPA range, and 65 miles DC fast charger in 10 minutes. So not the fastest in the world, but still not too slow. And then you have the dual motor, which is all-wheel drive. You're looking at 288 horsepower, 33 foot-pound of torque, 281 mile range. So the range drops down, go to all-wheel drive. And you can get 63 miles in 10 minutes with the DC fast charger as well. So we're going to click on all-wheel drive. Oh, by the way, all-wheel drive is $3,000 more. So we're going to see some money, get a two-wheel drive. But we'll do the all-wheel drive. So here are all the colors that you can get in the Touring. We're going to start off with the only free color, which is Mercury Silver Metallic. The EX, actually, I did a walk-around on, is in this color. And in Mercury Silver, you can get black interior or gray leather. I love how the gray leather looks. This is unique. This is different. And the next color is going to be North Shore Pearl. I haven't seen this in person, but I've seen in pictures. It looks like it's a beautiful color. You can get that in gray or black interior. Then we got Pacific Blue Metallic, which you can also get in black or gray. All these other colors are upcharged, by the way. Raven Black, even Raven Black. Even black, I mean, I'm saying Raven Black. Even black, you get an upcharge. On the normal Hondas, black, you don't ever have an upcharge, so that's interesting. But you have gray or black interior. And then you have Scarlet Red Metallic, which is a whole different name as well. Red or black. So you can get gray or black no matter what color. So this is how you know this is more on the GM side than Honda, because Honda is very picky with interior colors. Like if you choose a specific exterior color, it may only come with black, or it may only come with gray. Or if it's white, gray, or black, usually those 3 colors, you have the option to get more than one interior color. But on this guy, you can get both interior colors on all the colors look like. So Snowfall Pearl, which what we're doing right now, you have the black or gray interior. And then you have Sonic Gray Pearl. So this is a Honda color, which comes with black or gray, which is interesting. So you get black or gray in any color. That's actually cool. It makes customize it a little bit more easier. So we're going to grab white. And this one is black interior, which I like that. Even with the black interior, it's not full black. You got a little gray in there. And then it's the gray. I like the color scheme of the seats. I love the color scheme of the seats. It's a nice combination. So we're gonna go with the white with the black, and let's see what wheel options you have. And just like the EX, you can get these alloy wheels, which make it look a little bit more rugged. But I think the standard wheels is actually pretty alright. Nothing too crazy. There's some packages you can add. So when you do buy your Prologue, you do choose one of these options. Either you can get a charging home bundle, or you can get it where pretty much they install a level 2 in your garage. Or if you choose B, you have the option to get a level 1 and a level 2 portable charger, or level 3 package C. I mean level 3. You get charging credits. I think this is more for you don't have a garage and you're not gonna park it. You're not gonna charge it at home. You just take the credits, charge it in public. And then this guy, if you don't care about installing the charger in your home, then get the portable and then install in your home. So super easy. You do have your all-season protection package. So you either have protection package or all-season protection 1 and 2. And let's look at some accessories that you can add. So I'm starting with electronics. So you can buy the Honda home charging station, I guess, if you need another one, I'm assuming. Because if you choose package A, you can just get this already. But here's what it is. You can also buy the portable charging kit as well. And you can have interior, all-season floor mats, cargo cover. These are all basic stuff. Seat back protectors. Not a lot of stuff for the interior, though. And the exterior is way more goodies. So there's going to be crossbars. So you cannot get crossbars on the EX. So if you want a roof rack and all that stuff, you have to get a Touring or Elite. I don't think EX give you the option as of right now. They may change it in the future. I don't know. But right now, you can't add crossbars. You can't add roof rails on an EX. So door edge film, edge guard. You can black out the emblems, which are nice. Different grill, front lower trim grill. I think I like the stock flares as it is. Rear lower trim, rear bumper application. So it's not really side lower trim. You can add a tint on there. Pretty much all the basic Honda stuff you can add on there. Now I don't know how much this thing can tow. You can add a hitch on there, which is nice. You can 1/7/8 or a 2-inch. But what size is the receiver though? I would assume 2-inch, because that's about standard. Not too sure, but pretty interesting. So we're gonna end everything here. Drop a comment and just let me know what you think about the Prologue. You know, like, is this something you will buy, or would you rather wait for Honda to make their own EV and not have a collab with someone? I think the Ultium platform is a good platform because good range, good charging time, you know, makes good power as well. Now, I think the Blazer, you can get rear-wheel drive or something like that. The Prologue is only going to be front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. That's it. There's no rear-wheel drive. I think the ZDX can get rear-wheel drive as well. Speaking of ZDX, we're definitely gonna jump on those as well when I get my hands on one. But yeah, tell me what you think. You know, do you love this interior? Do you hate it? Would you buy one? Would you not buy one? Like I said, I think there's a tax credit right now if you do buy one, so you can save a lot of money off the MSRP. But my opinion, I've driven the Touring, the all-wheel drive, nice power, plenty of power. It's very quiet. One thing with the EVs is there's no engine, there's no transmission, so the drive is very smooth. There's no vibration or nothing, and the battery sits so low as well, so it feels pretty zippy, low center of gravity, all that good stuff. So the drive is gonna be good. Like, if you drive one of these, you're not gonna hate how it drives. I think what's gonna be a deciding factor is if you're okay with the interior being completely different than what Honda usually do. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'm gonna catch you in the next walk around.